The world's first printed Qur'an was published in 1537 in the city of Venice, Italy, at a printing press. The second Qur'an was printed in 1694 in Hamburg, Germany, and the third was printed in Russia. At that time, establishing a printing press or keeping printed books in the Muslim world was considered forbidden and a serious crime. In 1485, a caliph named Sultan Bayezid II, with the support of scholars, declared printing presses and their products unlawful and banned them in the Muslim world. Later, in 1515, another ruler, Sultan Selim Peset, went even further and issued a decree stating that if any citizen in the Ottoman Empire was found possessing a printed book, he would be executed. This was a time when more than 20 million printed books had already been sold in Europe. Earlier, in 1492, some Jews from the Ottoman Empire's contemporary state of Al-Andalus, Andalusia, Spain, submitted a petition to the Ottoman Sultan stating that they owned a printing press and wanted permission to use it. The Sultan granted permission on the condition that they would not sell any books to Muslims. In this way, Jews and Christians in Spain printed millions of books through private presses, and all nations except Muslims benefited from them. This was the period when Europe and the newly discovered Americas were awakening in science and knowledge, while the Muslim world was preparing to fall into stagnation. Because of this book revolution, thousands of great scientists, doctors, physicists, mathematicians, and astronomers were produced. From the 7th to the 13th century, however, all of Europe was immersed in ignorance, while Muslims possessed the treasures of knowledge and science. During the First Crusade in the 11th century, Christians captured Jerusalem and obtained many spoils of war, including paper. Using this paper, they later brought about a great intellectual revolution. This stagnation among Muslims continued fully until the 17th century. Finally, in 1720, a recent convert to Islam named Ibrahim Mutefrika, who had accepted Islam only a few months earlier, went to the Grand Mufti with a petition. He said, "For 300 years, Europe has had printing presses. For God's sake, wake up now and allow them in the Muslim world as well." He presented a handwritten book of several hundred pages about the printing press. After reading it, the Mufti was convinced, but he granted permission under three strict conditions. No Arabic books would be printed, no Islamic books would be printed. Every printed book would require government approval. In this way, a weak and limited printing system entered the Ottoman Empire, but by then it was too late. Europe had already advanced 300 years ahead of us in knowledge and science, and now this gap has increased to nearly 500 years.